Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Roman Anthony, and please click that like and subscribe button. Please follow so you can get more updates on the videos that I'm going to be doing. In this vlog, we are going to be talking about what it's like going to school in the UK, but also what it's like going to school online via Zoom. Is because I'm technically here in Atlanta, Georgia of the United States of America. Happy Thanksgiving. I am shooting this on Thanksgiving, so obviously it won't be uploaded then, but for any of you guys who are watching, happy holidays. I personally say happy Indigenous People Day, but some people are indifferent. Whatever. Yes, so welcome back to the channel. So we are definitely going to get into what it's like because, yo, this is so new for me. I'm sure it's new for a lot of people. I don't know if anyone out there, I haven't seen any videos, have gone to school abroad, but online. So let's get into it. So for me, the hardest thing about going to school abroad is the 5-hour time difference. Now, before I was thinking, oh, I'll go back to LA, but that's an 8-hour time difference, which means I'd be getting up very early. Currently, I get up at about 4:30, 5 o'clock to get ready for my classes. My first class, I have classes Tuesdays and Thursdays. My first class is at 6 a.m., second class being at 9 a.m. Eastern time, US. In London, I believe the class is at 11 a.m. and then 2 p.m. So the time difference is definitely, it's a lot, yo. And then I'm also a student voice leader. So I am one of the persons who other students can come to talk about things, to get help, to correspond between the instructors, the tutors, module leaders, and the students in my classes. And sometimes we have meetings early, so like the meeting might be at 5 a.m. my time. It's a, God, yo, people. Is anybody else doing online classes? Are you doing online classes abroad? I mean, I know there are people doing online classes. I have friends who are teachers who teach online classes. But is anybody doing an online class abroad? Because basically, let me tell you what happened. I was under the impression that I was coming back to the States from Paris in order to get or apply for my UK's Tier 4 student visa. Now, about 2 months after getting here and being given, run around the bush about when they were going to send out my CAS number, like my CAS number, in order for me to put it on a visa application and submit an application to have an appointment to get a visa. I got the runaround for about 2 months. And then basically, I'm sorry, this is like, it was a lot for me. Basically, after 2 months of the runaround, then they were like, yo, you're studying creative writing and journalism. All of your classes are going to be online, honey. So you don't even have to come to the UK. It's a pandemic and all. And I was just like, but now I done gave up my apartment in Paris. I ain't got no place to stay in the States. I ain't got no job out here. Yeah, it was a lot. So ended up moving to Atlanta. The time difference was a little better. It's cheaper for rent. Obviously not as cheap as my rent in Paris, which was extremely cheap for my chambre de bon. And it would have only been a 1-hour time difference. I literally could have just stayed in Paris. Had I known. I'd rather been stuck there as an illegal immigrant or something than to be here stuck getting up this early in the morning. And then I'd be having to go to work afterwards at the salon. But yeah, that is like the time difference. It's a lot. So one thing that also caught me off guard about studying in the UK is the grading system. So, in the USA, we have like, A plus, A, B plus, etc. and so forth. Basically A, B, C, D, and F. I don't know why we don't have an E. really. It just goes to F or fail. But like, you A, B, C is kind of average. D is like, you need help. But like, the grading system in the UK, and I'm actually probably going to put like a picture somewhere in here, because it's so different. I think they do like 1-1, 1-2 or something like that. To be honest, I still haven't mastered the grading system in the UK, so when my grades actually do hit, I won't even know if I passed or failed. We'll just say that. Now, a lot of my friends in the UK have always talked about group projects that they have done, and even in university. And for me, that's kind of new. Particularly growing up in high school, or even when I was in university at Pace University in New York, when I graduated high school and went to university, I don't recall doing any group projects with anyone. And apparently, when I look at other students' YouTube videos or Americans who go over to the UK, they talk about these group projects. And yeah, so me and my groups, like I have group Zoom meetings and stuff for our projects. We do PowerPoints and all that good stuff. Group projects are hard for me. I'm not a person who really likes to have to worry about somebody else for my grade to be good. And then also you have to keep in mind that I'm a mature student. I'm 30. Some of these kids are like 18, 19 at best. So the level of, how would I say this? The level of importance for them doesn't seem to be equal to the importance it is for some of us older students who probably have either been there or this is like a second or third time around and we're trying to get lives together. Yeah, no, I'm not a huge fan of the group projects, but so far the groups that I've been in have, been pretty good. I'm not going to say it's because, I do kind of like to take control in those senses. I'm like, if it's pass or fail, we about to pass. I don't care who's on this board or on their train. I'm the conductor. We go in, we're getting a good grade, and you either here or you not. Bye. It is what it is. Now, this issue is not my issue. It's some of the other students' issues, and it makes sense. I mean, when you want to be cute for class, but you don't feel like you got enough time to get cute, because some of these kids, they want to force us to have our screens on, and me personally, I don't really care. I literally did a class where I was in bed in my pajamas and headscarf. It was that early. I had a long day at the salon, didn't get home till late, didn't make my 10:30 bedtime, and I was up past midnight and had to be up 3.5 hours later or 4 hours later to get ready, for a meeting before that and then for class. So yeah, I don't care to look cute for class or whatever, but I do understand what that's like, because I was in high school where, you wanted to be cute. You wore your fresh clothes and you wanted people to look at you. Even in junior high and elementary, you going up with your new sneakers and you over here at the little pencil sharpener, sharpening your pencil so people can check you out, check out the new gear. So I get it. And I appreciate that, but the one thing about these young kids that I feel like is they gonna get to a point where they don't even give for, they won't care. Now, this one is probably for me, being clueless to UK culture, politics, and news, which is referenced, obviously. I mean, my school is in the UK. A lot of the references are obviously from the UK, whether it's media, entertainment, etc. The only thing that was focused really on US was the elections, which that was just every class, even the ones that didn't have anything to do with journalism, was talking about. But obviously, it would be easier if I lived in the UK. I could pick up the regular magazines. Now I got to go on bbc.com or .org or whatever it is. Look up The Guardian, look up The Post, and all these other news outlets in the UK to see what's going on in Europe, what's going on in the UK. In America, we kind of just care about ourselves, so we don't really post that much about other people or other countries, I feel like, unless it's something that's scandalous. So yeah, that part is these people, they know the laws and politics or general stuff, the general medical stuff, that you would know in your country. And I'm like, what is this? What borough is that? Who, what, Croydon? What? Like, like what's going on? I'm like on Google 24/7, even during class. Like, what in the HE double hockey sticks is this? Yeah, so one thing that I found interesting was the shocking amount of times they brought up the U.S. elections, talked about Trump, like, like, I was like, I live in America, I'm American, I voted early, I'm so over all of that. So to be in school and talk about it day in and day out, 24/7, what's going to happen, which way the elections are going to go, that was like completely exhausting. And I told them, I was like, this is actually like annoying as. So I'm told that in the UK, our classes would typically be 2 hours, but since we're doing it on Zoom, they're 1 hour. Sometimes instructors do go over the 1 hour. Obviously, if you schedule a lesson plan to be for 2 hours and you have to squeeze it in 1 hour, it kind of just doesn't fit. But they're doing their best to make do. I mean, this is new for them. It's new for us. How long were my lessons? I guess maybe I had 2 hour classes at Pace. I don't really recall. But yeah, I didn't even say the university that I go to now. I go to Middlesex University. So I'll probably put a backdrop of the university just in case y'all want to apply. It so far seems to be a good school. One thing that I like about this school is that they have a lot of self-help apps. They have like therapy apps. They have just so many different things that you can be involved in. Like, I'm involved in a few student groups like the newspaper, LGBT club, Black Student Liberation Group, all different types of groups at school that you can get involved in. I'm waiting on the language exchange program to start so I can learn some Italian or do more French, and then also teach English. I really like that. One second, let me get my notes here. Oh, you know what I also like is that even though we're assigned tutors, like, I actually speak now to the tutors. I speak to the instructors. When I was in university before, I didn't know who they were. Literally, the person who was supposed to be like my guidance counselor situation in university was transferred or like quit by my first semester, and I didn't even realize until my second year or semester or something like that like they had quit. Like, I was getting no guidance whatsoever. Like, in the US, you go to school and they just throw you out there and hope you can do it all. Here, at least in the UK, it's kind of like they care. They really want to help. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot easier. School holidays. So basically, like in the UK, they have a lot of bank holidays where you'd be off. Apparently, every 8 weeks of school, you get like a week off of school, which I thought was very interesting. Whereas here, like, we don't get off a week every 8 weeks or something like that. But today is Thanksgiving, and I had 2 classes this morning. So rather than getting up to go do a turkey or whatever, I got up to go to class. I need that. Sorry guys, I have bronchitis and asthma, so sometimes it gets a little congested in here. But yes, so that's like the difference of school in the UK and school in the US. They have a lot of bank holidays, so they take off for bank holidays. We don't have any bank holidays, and if we do, it's probably in my calendar, but it's not something we recognize. I mean, we don't. Yeah, I had to like basically implement a calendar for the UK into my phone, so that way I would know what the holidays were, so that way I could know if I had class or not, basically. So there you go. In conclusion, thank you for tuning into this vlog. Thank you for watching what it's like going to university online in the UK. These are my positive and negatives. I'm probably sure I'll have a lot more. The semester or the school year just started at the beginning of October. So first semester ends December 10th. I will have more videos about what it's like going to school online abroad when you're not abroad. Which I think this is crazy. But technically speaking, I feel like I could actually apply to another school in another country too, and maybe like Is it possible to get 2 bachelor degrees at the same time? Or can I be like, well, I'm already studying for a bachelor's. Can I just go get a master's or something? I don't know. But yeah, we'll keep posted. I have more videos coming soon. I'll try to dish them out weekly, so you guys stay tuned, and we will be back.